guys, so here we go again for an inner and outer journey. It's a beautiful day today. I'm going to share some beautiful landscape, exploring the inner world and the outer world. The specificity of the topic I want to dive in today is around working on the mind and working on the mindset, and it's based on my psychotherapy practice. Because you can work on healing trauma in psychotherapy, but there is one point that if you don't change it, it will perpetuate some kind of shitty consequences. The point I'm talking about is working on the mindset. What I'm talking about when I'm talking around working on the mindset. So in my psychotherapy practice, what I've observed, so for instance, if we take the causes that leads to experiment state of depression, has a lot to do with a problem-oriented mind, and versus what is supportive to develop is working on a solution-oriented mind. So what I mean by that, we're going to dive in a bit more in the few next minutes into this perspective. So often when I accompany people, there's some habitual tendencies in the mind that are focusing on the problems, the things that cannot be done, that I cannot accomplish, and because of this or that reason that I've experimented in my past. And so the cards are distributed already, and nothing can be changed. Whereas the solution-oriented mind is you focus on the things that can support you in the future, opening the space for creativity to find out strategies that can help your inner growth. And it's if you're not getting used to working with your mind, getting aware of your thoughts, it's very subtle, it's very unconscious, sometimes it's inherited, and it has strong consequences. And like everything in the inner world, it's not because you don't see it that it doesn't get big consequences. And so the thing is, you need to develop for yourself this solution-oriented mind. So when I talk about solution-oriented, there is some subtleties here. It's not specifically positive thinking, and actually it has nothing to do with positive thinking. In the previous videos, I was putting the emphasis on the welcoming capacity, being able to welcome our inner world with curiosity, the 4 attributes I was sharing before. And the positive thinking has nothing to do with it. Why? Because the solution-oriented is a posture. It's not something you do, it's something you are. And it is strongly based on this capacity to welcome things. The thing is, our mindset determines the way we perceive the world. And the way we perceive the world will determine as well how we navigate through our terrestrial experience. It's at utmost importance to be able to identify this problem-oriented thinking. I'm going to quote 2 big figures here. I'll let you enjoy the landscape I'm in. It's kind of an amazing place here. So 2 big figures around this topic, and the first person is the Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, the Zen Buddhist master Thich Nhat Hanh. He was sharing that taking this metaphor of a tap that you open, that feed the depression state of mind. It's like, so the thinking mind that creates problem along the way and is focused is focused on the things that cannot happen, that hasn't happened, rather than the things that could happen, that would happen, and that can happen if you are relating to a specific creative capacity. And the second is Marshall Rosenberg, the guy who was structurizing the nonviolent communication process. And he was sharing that depression is the gift you receive when you don't listen to your need for a long period of time. So there's some indication here to guide us along this pathway. First, how to listen to one's need, and then how to creatively care for them. Sometimes in life you are in place of carrefour and you need to discover which direction to take, because the decision you make will lead you to another destination. And first, you need to be aware that you are at a carrefour. It's the first things. And it's the same in the mind. There are unconscious thoughts that happens with habitual tendencies. And if you are unaware of them, they carry on pulling you towards the same direction. It's like inner wind that pulls you in a specific direction. You need to get aware about those inner winds. Otherwise, it will be them that will lead you along the way. And so here, the idea is to first enter in contact with them and learn how to navigate. I can quote you, and actually the landscape is with me. I can quote a nonviolent communication master, spiritual master, I could say, I met along the way, and his name is Robert Gonzalez. And he was basically framing it very simply. And there's two options in life. Either you are in the stream of life and you celebrate. Either you are experimenting the obstacle of the stream, and then you can enter in contact with those obstacles, getting aware of them, and celebrating the awareness to choose consciously to reorient where you want to go. And so here is the stream, and it goes always the same direction. Beautiful. So either you are in the stream, either you are experimenting the obstacle of this stream. It's very basic, very simple. If we make the link with this problem-oriented mind and the solution-oriented mind, the first emphasis is awareness. I mean, something I repeat, but awareness is the first action. Awareness is an action in itself. It's even the mother of any other action. Any other action will unfold from the state of awareness. And this quote is attributed to Einstein, and it says, you cannot change something by the same state of awareness that has created it. It's a beautiful, genius inspiration. You cannot change something but the state of consciousness, of awareness that has created it. Which means first, walking in our state of consciousness, of awareness, is a crucial point. Is the first move. And so awareness is the first point. So you need to, like I said before, cultivate this capacity. And we can call it the fifth attribute. Awareness, cultivating awareness, consciousness, mindfulness. It's the tool to navigate the inner world. Without consciousness, nothing happens. You know, if you stay unconscious, you just experiment the surface level of things. It doesn't mean they are erased. On the contrary, you just experiment them blindlessly, and that's what we call repetition scheme. And Buddhist terminology, as I say in the previous video, call it samsara, the samsaric world, like repeating on and on the same thing. So step out of this. The first step is awareness. And when you are aware that there is like a problem-oriented mind that is in you, which, by the way, in relationship with other people, a problem-oriented mind is very boring. You know, there's a huge state of inertia that prevents you to move and to take other people in, mainly in the therapeutic field. My job is to deal a lot with some people with this problem-oriented mind. And when you shift to solution-oriented mind on your own, without the support of somebody else, you actually start to get autonomous, to develop your own inner medicine man, therapist or medicine woman. And so it's like emancipation that we're talking about here. So it's a big thing. So here is basic things. It's like no one can do this job for ourselves. We have to walk our own path, and the sooner we get the drive, we get the will, the better. Like stopping running in free will, you know, in one's life, where we don't have the master over wherever those winds are pulling us.